Oh, ew, what was that? Oh my gosh. I've been playing a bunch of gigs lately and filming them to turn them into gig vlogs. A lot of you have probably already seen those videos, but what ends up happening is the next day I have all the footage and I sort through it to start editing it into the video, and I'm forced to listen to sometimes hours of my own playing. Those of you who are musicians know that this can be extremely painful, so I thought I would make a video for you guys of me kind of reacting to my playing from 2 different recent gigs that I've done. I'm not really sure what order I'm going to put this footage in, but first gig was just me and a piano player, and we were playing standards for like a cocktail hour / dinner event before a wedding. The second video was also for a wedding, but I'm playing with the wedding band, and so I'm with a trumpet player. These are obviously very different gigs, so that's why I wanted to record them. So anyways, let's just jump into it. So I ended up getting 2 different angles. We played 2 sets, and I filmed the first set like this, where, you know, it's sideways and we're kind of far away. I wasn't sure how well it was going to sound, so I wanted to get a second one with me closer. Also, I'm going to leave the names of all these musicians in the description. I mean, it's fine. It's kind of what it needs to be, but the issue is that my intonation is pretty bad. That was funny. It's like the cannonball thing. That's how you can tell I'm an alto player. See, my intonation isn't great there. Some people will be like, oh, well, the trumpet player is a little sharper, a little flat, or whatever. But the thing is, the trumpet player is the person you follow. So, you know, whether they're sharp or flat doesn't really matter as long as you're sharp or flat with them. So that's kind of the gig, you know? Oh, yeah, okay, we played Only the Good Die Young, and I think I played the solo decently. Let's hear it. Yeah, intonation could have been better, especially at the end. It was flat, but that was pretty much it for the most part. A whole lot of hackety growling. Also, I really like playing the recorded saxophone solos on tunes like this. That's all the crowd wants to hear anyways. And you heard, as soon as I play that, everyone's like, oh, they lose their mind, you know? It's so funny. Also, side note, playing weddings is the first time I've felt like people actually want to listen to me play. Like, a lot of times you play jazz gigs where you're just background music and everyone's like, oh, can you play a little quieter? Can you play a little quieter? I'm like, do you actually want music, or do you just want to have musicians here? I mean, you get paid either way, but it kind of feels like you're like in people's way and like no one actually wants to hear you play, you know? So weddings are fun, man. You get to play a solo like this and then people lose their mind. It's fun. I don't know. I'm enjoying it right now. I start off growling. That's so funny. That wasn't bad. That wasn't that bad. I mean, it was a little too bebop-y probably for the start of a solo, but... Oh, terrible intonation. See, my intonation is not great. Played that already. That's not bad. Yeah, alright. What is that? Altissimo D, I think? That came out. That's fine. That's another thing I like about weddings, actually, is when it's time to blow, you play 1 or 2 choruses and then you get out of the way. I've never been a big fan of playing 16 choruses. You know, if you can't say what you need to say in a chorus or 2, then, I don't know. You don't need that much time. And also, most people don't want to hear you blow for that long. Yeah, so you can hear me a lot better in this. See how flat I get at the end of that? Because as I start to blow harder and harder, you go flat, and that's what was happening at the end of this phrase. If you listen to that note. Ugh. So, something I definitely have to work on. See, and now listening back to that, like, I wasn't very aware of it. I think partly, like I said, kind of hard to hear, but that would be something that I would love to, like, work out with a horn player, and just, that's kind of how you have to practice it. I mean, you can practice with a tuner too and stuff. That would help too. I don't even know what just happened there. I was like, whoa. I guess because I was like going to turn the page. I don't know. At least our articulation matched there. It didn't match at the beginning if you listen. See, trumpet player goes da 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 da, and I go do do dee da, and I don't actually know what's written. I don't have the chart in front of me, but it doesn't really matter. I should follow him. That's kind of the rules of the road, I guess. Let's see if it got better the second time. We play that together a couple times in this tune, so let's see if it got any better. See, I still didn't follow. I got one half of the articulations. If we keep playing it and I never fix my articulation, I'm gonna lose my mind. See, I still am playing it legato and whatever. That's not bad, but here's the thing about this one. There's some spots where I'm, you know, a little behind the trumpet player, and maybe the trumpet player is a little behind me sometimes, and it's like, that's something that I'm trying to work out too. Like, sometimes my articulation, I don't start a note right on the beat, and it's just because of my tongue, because I don't have clean enough articulation, especially on tenor. It's definitely better on alto, but like, that's what makes the horn section sound like a section and sound tight, and that's something that I need to get together, you know? And like, some of that maybe could be, oh, well, I just need to, you know, get comfortable playing with the trumpet player to see where he places notes so that I know where to place the notes. But I know for a fact that some of it is just me not articulating in time. Intonation wasn't bad there. I followed him pretty well. Okay, so here we're playing out last. I'm trying to play the intro, but Greg doesn't have a monitor, so he was like, I couldn't hear you at all. Normally the piano player will follow me, but I'm kind of following him here, so that was a little weird. Also, if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen that a couple weeks ago I posted about this, where this day, earlier in the day, I was practicing trying to get altissimo G out, like an octave up from the first one. And I've shot for that note on 4 different occasions on gigs and have always cracked it and just completely missed it and not been able to get it out. So this was the first gig that I actually got it out. It was still a little dicey, but I was glad that I could kind of finally break that spree. That's just one of those things that I just am working on consistency, you know, and I don't know. Ah, my intonation is so bad right there. That first note. Jeez. Whatever. It's just so funny. It's just like kind of cheesy. Greg is playing something else in the background. I'm not playing that. I couldn't hear him. He like wasn't really in my monitor. I don't know about that. See, intonation's bad there too, but that's okay. Oh my gosh. This is where I start to go for it, I think. Let's see. It's not great, but it's better than completely missing it. The ow ow. Yeah, I mean, I've played worse solos, I guess, but that's like a solid 5, maybe, out of 10. I don't know. I don't necessarily love my tenor sound, but I don't play tenor as much as I should, probably. It's just like my intonation is all over the place. That's really what bothers me the most. But whatever, I got that altissimo G out finally. You know what I just realized? If you look at my fingers, I don't switch to that fingering like evenly. I think my right hand goes down before my left, and that's probably part of my reason why I can't get it to pop out. See, I was trying to walk up to it too, which is smart, I guess. Just one of those things that the more I do it, I guess the better it'll get, but this is something I've posted about on my Instagram before, so sorry if I sound like a broken record to those of you that follow me there. That's definitely one of the hardest parts about music for me at the moment, is that the only way I can practice this, I mean, I can sit in my practice room and practice that note all the time, but you know, when you're on stage, you start to get a little nervous, especially if you've messed this up before like I have, then it's like the only way you can practice it is by doing it, and you're gonna fall on your face in front of all of your peers and audiences who just want to hear you nail that high note, and that's just part of the game. It's just a drag, you know, but it is what it is. That's the only way you get better, is just by doing it, and you have to do it in front of people, and you have to fail in front of people, and it sucks. So it's just hard to just keep getting back up. Definitely something, one of the biggest struggles in my musical journey at the moment. See, if I could clean that up, it would be fine. Granted, I'm playing this on a student alto or a student tenor, so whatever, but still, no excuses. I could hand that horn to my teacher and he would be able to play higher than me, so. All right, now let's check out some of the footage from the other gig I played where I'm playing alto. Sorry, I had to do a voiceover. I can't remember what tune we're playing. I think we're playing Just Friends. Jeez. is. The piano player in this is Joe Sheehan, and he's so killer. Oh yeah, okay, so here we're about to play Stablemates, and I hadn't played it in a very long time, and it's kind of one of those tunes that I can't really play very well unless I've been working on it. It's just a lot harder to hear your way through, so this is one that's probably going to be rough. Ah, see, I thought it went twice on the A section, and it doesn't. Yeah, Joe's got it, not me. I think I let him blow. No. That was like good up until right there. I got the first few changes. Okay, so here I was like, I know it's like some dominant chords that like go up in half steps and then up a fourth and down in half steps, but I couldn't remember where it started. I think I caught it by the end. Came back to the melody, that's smart. Wrong note. Yeah, okay, that was melodic, that was cool. See, I'm trying to listen. I don't want to look at his piano. I don't want him to tell me. I have to hear it so I can play it, because if I hear it and I can figure it out, then it's going to stick. And now when I play this tune again in 6 months and I haven't played it since this gig, I'll remember it better. That's just how my brain works, I guess. I don't know. There it is. I finally caught it. So see, it took me a chorus, and the first chorus I was kind of still fumbling, and then the second chorus I'm like fumbling some, and I'm like just trying to listen more, and then I caught the second half of it, and then I remember, I don't know if I take 3 choruses or not. Yeah, like there are just some times where I just sound very immature, I think. And there are some times where I sound more mature, you know, so it's just kind of, that's where my playing's at right now, I think. I don't know if there's anything I can do about it other than just keep playing, you know. That's not terrible. I mean, that was kind of lame. See, there's me trying to figure out the bridge right here while he's blowing. Yep, see, I got it now. I just needed to hear it a couple times, you know, and eventually that'll get faster and faster just the more I do it. Even with other tunes, you know, when I'm in the same scenario, because I've done it this way and I've slowly figured it out over the course of, you know, 2.5 choruses here. Now on other tunes, when I'm on a gig, I'll probably get it in 2 choruses. And it exponentially gets faster until I just hear it and I know exactly what it is and I play it, you know, and that's kind of the goal for me right now, I guess. What was that? It's funny, I have the same reaction listening back to it as I do when I was listening to it in real time. See, and now I'm trying to get the melody out too. I'm trying to make sure I know it so that when I come back in the second time, I can nail it and not botch it like I did the first time around, you know? Okay, I remember to go to the B section. Yeah. A little fumbly, but that's not bad. My time wasn't very good there. I think because I was focusing on where's the tag and I have to get the melody out, but the time shouldn't suffer because of that. See, good feel there? Oh, I was like a whole beat early. You can hear I play and then the pianist plays. That's how off my time is right there. Jeez. But that wasn't terrible. See, I botched the head the first time, and then while Joe's blowing, I try to work out the stuff that I didn't hit, and then I nailed it on the way out for the most part. That's great. That's what it's about. I'm practicing, you know, I'm getting better, and there's improvement right there. Is that what it does? It goes up in half steps until G, then you play to C, okay, and then down. Yeah, so see, I thought that was what I was hearing, and it's good that I just confirmed it with him after, you know. It's like, I like the sound of B flat better than G anyways. Oh, we end up doing it in G, whoops. B flat, I'm like, B flat is definitely easiest, but now is the time for me to play this tune in a different key I've never played it in, so. There we go. That's the other thing is, like, on these gigs where I'm playing tunes and stuff and it's just background music, I really kind of try to treat it as like a practice session of like, here's some tunes that maybe I haven't played in a while and let's do it in a different key. And it's basically like I just get paid to practice, you know? See, I'm sticking really close to the melody too, and then I'll try to embellish it later. There we go, that's not bad. Oh, there we go. I didn't remember if it repeated like it does on the first day. I couldn't really remember the form very well. And the piano player starts going to the bridge, so then I try to follow him, but he tries to come back, so it's just chaos for a second. See? That's the thing is, man, when you're both listening, it's like, I could have just like kept going with my thing, but I was like, oh wait, that's not right. I'll follow him. And he was like, oh, I'll just follow you. It doesn't really matter what happens if you both have your ears open, so. Oh yeah, I said my bad. I'm apologizing mid-song. Yeah, I decided to take it up an octave. I'm not sure if that was the best decision. See, like that, okay, there's like a good chunk of my playing right there where it just sounds immature. Like, you can just tell I'm just young, I haven't played enough. God. That makes me want to throw up. I went for G sharp, and I either wasn't pushing my octave key down far enough, or it was more than likely I wasn't voicing right. Because if I was voicing right, it wouldn't matter if the octave key was down. That's what happened, though. Ew. Oh my gosh. Oh, that could be a dono alert if I ever live stream. That's good. See, I have my ears open right here. That's good. I hear the piano player start to play a rhythm, and so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to try to follow him rhythmically. And it sounds good. And see, if I'm just like thinking too much of the changes, and I'm like, oh, what am I going to play here? I got to play this lick or something. You don't make music. You make sound, and that sucks. So... See, there we go. It happened again. That's like not something that's planned, you know, it's just, it happens. And then if you have your ears open and you catch it, you get to turn it into something cool. You know, that's a cool thing. That's not bad, and I'm playing it in G, you know, in my E. I'll take that. Yeah, see it right there. That's exactly what I heard in my head too when I was listening back to this, and I just had to fish for it for a second. You know, that's how you can tell I'm in an uncomfortable key. That's what I hear in my head, right? And now it's like, how do I get that out immediately? See, I didn't even quite get out what I want, but, you know, whatever. That's not terribly out of tune. That note is E on my horn, and it's pretty sharp, and I've been trying to work on that. Be aware of it, you know. Yeah, see, it starts sharper than it ends, which is a good sign. Let's see what this last chord is. Yeah. So see, I figured it out right there. I got it before he told me, but then I asked him because I'm like, I need to know what these chords are. This is like another thing of like, just because I played this gig and he explained this to me, and I'm learning on the gig is the point. He just played a chord, and I'm like, I try to figure it out, and I kind of caught it, but not in time for the tune. But now next time I hear that and some piano player goes to play that, I'll be able to immediately think, oh, that's what it is, and I can hear it and I can play it. You know, those are the things that I'm learning on gigs right now that like you can really only learn by just playing. Yeah, so see, there we go. Now he explained it to me, and I got it, hopefully. So, okay, this is something that's been bothering me about my playing a lot lately, is my intonation, especially in the upper register, is pretty bad. But I play with drones every day, and it's just something that I've been trying to get together. Like, all that just, it sounds like I'm kind of holding back, which I think I am. I just, like, I'm scared of my intonation up there. Oh, ew, what was that? Okay. Yeah, okay, here's a scenario too where like I'm pretty happy with my tone here. I mean, tone is something that I've obsessed over my entire life, and part of that was beaten into my head from my high school saxophone teacher, which I'm very grateful for. Thank you, Eric DeFade. And I'm not really thinking of my tone. That's something you always told me too, is like, you know, you work on it and you focus on it and you pay attention to it now so that later you don't have to think about it and it just is there. I'm usually not too critical of my tone, but definitely more of my intonation, which I guess you can't really, you know, divorce from tone too much anyway. So maybe actually that's one of the reasons why I'm critical about about it is because I work so much on my sound that when my intonation isn't there, it kind of just doesn't even matter if my sound is good or not because my intonation's bad. I don't know. A lot of this stuff is stuff that I wouldn't really realize unless I'm filming it and watching it back. So it's been really beneficial to make all these videos and just film myself, and I'm learning a ton because I have to sit here and sort through all the footage to edit the video, and every time I'm just like cringing at my own playing. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I just have so much to get together. And I know I have a lot of younger people that follow me, especially in high school, and they're like, oh, you sound so good, and I am grateful for that. I appreciate the compliments, but I also know that there are plenty of things that I need to get together in my playing. And I remember when I was in high school, I would watch a ton of like Bob Reynolds gig vlogs, for example, and be like, oh man, this is so cool. But also, you know, he's like in his 40s, and I'm like, what were you doing when you were like 5 years ahead of me? You know, so I mostly just kind of wanted to make this video to document that as like, I'm 23 right now. This is what I'm doing. I'm playing a whole bunch of wedding gigs. I'm playing different jazz gigs that I get called for, and I'm learning a ton on them. And this is kind of how I'm sorting out the things that I need to work on in my playing. And it's definitely been really beneficial for me. I know a lot of people that will just look at the wedding thing and be like, oh, it's just a wedding gig and I'm not even gonna, you know, worry about it. But I'm kind of trying to take it as an opportunity for me to become a better horn player, especially playing in a section, and just clean up the things that I need to clean up, because if I can't do this well, I can't do the things that I want to do, you know, that are bigger. So anyways, this is definitely an uncomfortable video for me to make, but hopefully it was at least useful to some of you out there. I don't necessarily want this video to be like a viral video or anything that I'm trying to get in front of a lot of people. I just kind of wanted to make it like a documenting me. Here's where I'm at with my playing. Here's what I'm working on. Here are the things I know I suck at that I'm trying to get better at. And here are some things that I think I'm doing okay at. I just think it's important for me to document this and just show kind of the people that are a few years younger than me. This is the stuff that I'm working on in my playing, and maybe it'll help you guys if you start working on it now, you know, I don't know. Anyways, let me know if you like this type of video. Also, I'm pretty sure I will have the full gig vlog from this night edited, and it'll be up on my TikTok. So I'll leave that linked in the description somewhere so you can just click it and check out the vlog portion of this. I definitely have a lot to learn and a lot to figure out. I don't ever want to come across as someone who is portraying themselves as I have it all figured out and I know what I'm doing, because I definitely don't. It's all kind of a big experiment. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.